Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Him500. I'm in Partments with Parlay, man. Y'all tap in. Let's get it.
Hey, Parlay, meet me at the Partment.
Yo, you already know this your boy Parlay, live from the apartment. And we in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partments. Listen, I love my city, ATL. Only thing I love more than Atlanta is the west side of Atlanta. Shout out to Bankhead. Long live Swall, long live Charlotte, a.k.a. Rest Easy, we fly, a.k.a. Buddy. Listen, I always try to bring y'all something that y'all can use for every day. Salute to everybody who always in my DM. Salute to everybody who send me messages. Salute to everybody who continue to give me motivation for me to be able to keep on going, because I know sometimes y'all look at people that y'all like a lot and y'all pull from them, but at the same time, y'all don't know how important that y'all words are and how y'all pay attention and y'all giving feedback to us, how important that is to us for us to be able to bottle that energy up. Some days I wake up, I don't want to do podcasts. Some days I wake up, I don't want to talk on Instagram. Some days I go, when I'm outside and I'm at the store and people like, can I get a picture? Sometimes I don't want to take no picture. You know what I'm saying? But I have to understand that I have a purpose and that my purpose is bigger than me. Once you start understanding your purpose and understanding that your purpose is bigger than you, it'll be easier to open yourself up to things that you don't want to do. And my next guest is a person who I have been seeing for the past 3-4 years consistently. Anytime you hear somebody saying some shit that you really, really fucking like, you're gonna lock in on that shit. And I was telling my dog off camera, this shit like a commercial. You might see that Big Mac commercial every day, and you don't never think about going to McDonald's. But then that one day you hungry as a motherfucker, and you riding by and you listen to that. You know what? I'm finna go stop and get me one of these Big Macs. The word is kind of like that. And as I continue to listen to him, I got more and more focus and more focus. Then one day I'm just sitting here, like I say, I'm doing what I'm doing. He hit me like, hey, bro, like your shit, bro. I gotta come on that motherfucker. And I'm looking at this shit like, you know, nigga be having fake pages and shit, right? And sometimes nigga be having pages for other niggas and they be doing big. This shit slick. So I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, damn, Parlay, you really walking your purpose. So he's definitely finna come drop some jewels on us. This is finna be an episode that you definitely gonna have to rewind to make sure that you didn't miss shit. Cause we've been talking and shit, I started writing down motherfucking notes. I ain't even gonna lie. And we ain't even break the goddamn, we ain't even get started about really talking and shit yet. You know what I'm saying? We want to say that for y'all, man. Let us welcome my next guest, Marcus Barton, aka Him500.
Man, let's get it, man. I appreciate you having me.
Man, I appreciate you coming, dog. I appreciate you coming. I still show humility.
100%.
Because I'm from the streets. And I have seen the dough man become the brick man in 6 months. And I'm not just putting dates on. Like, half a year I done seen this nigga answering the door. Then I'm coming back again. Now the other nigga is answering the door. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You never know, you know who you gonna run across. So I always take these situations. So every time it's anybody who I really like what people do, and they hit me, it's almost like, why me? You know what I'm saying? So when you hit me, I was just like, damn, bro, out of all the fucking podcasts, out of everybody who do podcasts, especially in the city, I was just like, we gonna talk about some shit.
Nah, you know, this was down there one of the first podcasts in the city I did.
For real?
Shit, I ain't been on the radio on this motherfucker.
Nigga, it's claps, man. No fucking claps, man.
This really, realistically, out of everybody in the city that's moving, it's the first one I did.
Shout out to the Partment, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Partment, man. So listen, for everybody who don't know you,
yeah,
who haven't seen you, start doing these videos. Start talking about financial literacy, how to get houses, how to flip houses, how to take this money, how to fix credit, how to get your credit right, how to really build your portfolios up, how to do this, how to manage money, how to take more this money and make more money.
Yeah.
And at the time you was doing it, I'm not going to say that credit wasn't really popular, but niggas wasn't really on it
wasn't
like
fucking
that.
with credit till me. I'll say it.
You know what I'm saying?
I said it.
You know what I'm saying?
I made it. Niggas was doing credit, but nobody made it look like us, where we can do it, and it made it cool because it was always, it was just keep it a buck. We in an apartment, so I could talk my shit.
For sure.
It was more so like, oh, you can go do this, and you go into real estate, and it was always these niggas that was a little more uptight. It wasn't nobody telling us like, yo, we can travel, we can get fly. Like I'm showing niggas how to go and get Louis Vuitton for free because you got good credit. Like, stop spending your money on it because I'm not gonna change what I remember. We had a conversation we're gonna go into. I start realizing how to wrap our message that we need into us, like make it apply to us. Mm-hmm. I don't care if what you telling me is beneficial, if it don't directly affect how I'm living and what I want. We know how we want to live. We just don't know how to get there. So that was the goal. Like we know what we want to look like. We know what jewelry we want. We know what car we want. We know what house we want. We know what we want, what clothes we want, but we don't know how to get there. And ain't nobody telling us that. So we got two options. The only motherfucker that we know is the nigga in the neighborhood that sell dope, that's hustling, or the athletes. And if we don't make it in athletics, the only other person is this. You can't make me go do nothing if it ain't attached to what I want to do. My end goal got to be attached to it. So I realized in order for me to, like, when I started talking about credit, I leveraged credit to do the shit I wanted. I didn't leverage credit to be uptight and act like I went to fucking Harvard and things like that. Like I did it to do business and get money.
So basically, self-sufficiently, your mind said, I have to be able to manage what I'm doing way more better. Let me find out which way I need to do that. Boom, credit is the way. Let me figure out how to make my credit better. Your journey started there, or did it start with, let me ask somebody how I do this shit?
So I'm in Atlanta. I went to get my credit done, and a nigga Atlanta me. Shit, you know what I'm saying? He did the move. So he did B and my mom credit, and when he did my mom's, hers worked, it got better. Mine didn't. So I hit him like, yo, what's the next step? Pulled the Atlanta move. That's it, my boy. I said, okay.
Shouted.
But I got my real estate license at 18, so I was already exposed to real estate. I had a lot of paperwork already saved in my file cabinet, so it made me educate and go through it. Bro, you start going through fixing your credit, you like, yo, as I'm fixing my credit, what's the benefits? Bro, I'm going through all of this, and it's a headache. I'm like, nah. If I put this much time and effort into something, it got to be a benefit. So I started figuring out, how do I make money off of having good credit? Once I figured out, hell, you get credit cards, you don't got to spend them. You learn how to actually, you can sell trade lines and make money off of that. Okay, this is worth having good credit. So after that, then I started looking at reward points and started realizing, like, wait, you see people talk about, let me show you how to travel. Bro, I'm from the hood. I ain't worried about traveling, bro. I want to figure out how I'm got to pay for groceries. I want to figure out how I'm got to pay for my toiletries. I want to figure out, can I use a credit card and use these points to knock down my overhead? That's it. Can it help me with my utility bills? If I don't got to pay utility bills, buy groceries and buy food, I'm up.
Yeah.
So that's where it started. And I started going like, yo, these are things that I directly need in effect. So when I started talking about credit, I'm talking about it from that aspect. As it continuously grows, I'm like, yo, wait a minute. I got reward points. I can go shopping with the reward points. I can redeem this for my Louis Vuitton purchases. So as I'm running advertisements and running ads to grow my business, I'm like, oh, I don't even got to pay for this. So I already eliminate overhead, make my business more profitable. Now that my business is more profitable, shit, I'm getting reward points now. I can go shopping. So I ain't even got to pay for this shit. This is the shit that they deem us irresponsible for buying. Y'all go buy designer clothes. I know niggas from where I'm from, if they get the bag, they going shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you not to go shopping and not to get fly, nigga. We see Fabulous on the gram every day. These niggas busting our ass. You got these niggas, you see niggas getting dressed. I want to get fly.
Yeah.
So I shit. Handle business, but this is how you get fly without spending all your money on it. Now it's like, oh, okay, so it's being responsible with it, but still living the life that we want. I'm not finna tell you you need to invest everything that you make and you should do this and go into Iris, that's cool. I understand all of that, but I'm talking to my people where we come from. Like, shit, we all read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. but my rich dad sold dope and my poor dad smoked crack. It's a difference. The traumas that I gotta overcome is different. So when I talk to my people, I'm like, I'm not finna to do it. Like I dropped a freestyle. I dropped the freestyle simply because I put a video out and said, and repeated a rap song, started from the bottom, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't, and everybody know it. And I said, but everybody don't know what FICO stand for. Fair Isaac Credit. Boom. So since everybody didn't know what FICO mean, I'm like, we don't have a disability learning. We just learn the wrong shit.
It's the methods.
It's in which we learn. And I said, so we don't got an issue learning. We can repeat lyrics, everything. Our mind work. And I put that message out a year ago, bro. It took me a year to realize that I was wrong. Yeah, you identify how we learn, dumbass nigga, but you ain't teach us in that way. Fuck, you gonna tell me how we learn, but you ain't teaching us in that way.
Epiphany.
You know what we need to learn, so put it in rap. I said, okay, I'm gonna do info rap. Where I'm gonna put information in rap because we used to the melodies. This is what we do. So do that. But that's the same thing that it started out with for me in business was like, yo, it gotta be attained, like, it gotta be attached to the things I already desire.
For sure. Let me ask you this. For somebody watching who know all this stuff, because a lot of people in our community, a lot of the information we have it. It's actually applying it and taking that first step. What should be somebody's first step who know, like, okay, I know I gotta get some business credit. I know I gotta build some business credit. I know how to do this, and that. What's the first thing that they should do?
Get some money.
Get some money.
That's what it be attached to, bro. Like, I've taught people about how to go get credit. It's on YouTube. You can find how to go fix your credit. You can find out how to go get funded. But what happened is that the missing part is before that, you got to have some kind of formula to get money to pay credit back. You got to have something to insert that into. That ain't nothing, credit ain't nothing but a battery. A battery useless sitting on the ground. Don't matter, you get a battery and walk around with a battery. You can have a Lambo battery. Congratulations, you got a Lambo battery. You ain't got no fucking Lambo. So if you ain't got nothing to apply it to, it's useless. So you got to figure out ways. We got to figure out ways to get money. But that's where we lack. Like, okay, we lack financial literacy on how to use it and utilize it properly. Once we learn how to utilize it properly, that's cool. But utilizing it, you got to have some kind of income stream. And that's where I'm focusing at now. It's like, okay, let me make sure our budgeting is in place. Let me make sure we got the ability to budget, that we got the ability to actually manage our money. Because when you get credit, it could be a great thing, but it also can be a dangerous thing. So it's a gift and a curse, because you end up in debt, and if you don't know how to use, if you don't know how to actually manage your money.
Do you think that the reason I'm asking this is because me personally, I feel like that is the single most biggest thing for our community. I think that we don't know how to manage money. And the reason I say that is because I use all the mentors of the street. People understand it the best. Yeah. You got a nigga who been selling a brick or two for 20 years. Mm-hmm. For 20 years. In 1 year, you done sold 50 bricks in a year. Every year for 20 years. Mm-hmm. But you still don't got nothing but that one brick. And when I was young, when I started getting old, I couldn't understand it, because I think it's the managing the money. So the first thing you saying is, the first thing you got to do to even start building your credit is, you got to get some money to be able to pay these credits back off.
You got to be able to pay them back off, but then also the skill set. Exactly what you said. It's a nigga out there. It's a nigga with more money than a nigga that sell bricks, that's moving zips and O's. He got more money stacked because, like you said, some people will re-up. They keep their head down. They'll re-up and just keep stacking, throwing the money to the side and keep stacking. They not living above their means. They actually not overspending and splurging and living a lifestyle that they ain't actually can afford. So what happened is that they have better habits because they're willing to stay the course. I only do this. When my money comes, I do this with it. Just take a street nigga. You said like, look, nigga go out, sell, and once he get X amount of money, he re-up. Mm-hmm. Just keep doing it. Re-up, keep going, re-up. And this is all he do. He don't leave the block. He ain't taking vacations. He ain't doing nothing. He's working. That's the same thing in business that we got to do in life. We got to understand, look, are we going on an upward trajectory when it comes to our finances? Are we saving every single month? Is my savings account growing? Every single month, is my investment account growing? As we take the time to realize, like, yo, we're on an upward trend. My savings account grows. My investments grow. That means that my habits are growing too. Discipline. If I can be disciplined with 10,000, it's easier for me to get to 100. If I'm disciplined with 100, it's easier for me to get to 1,000,000. We can both have 100,000, but the nigga with the discipline goes further. That's what I'm looking at, is that the discipline with the money. It ain't getting credit in what you want to do. You got to be disciplined within self when it comes, because it burn a hole in everybody's pocket. Everybody got vices and things that they want to get out the way. That's why I'll never say, don't go get the car you want. Don't go get that watch you want. Get that shit out the way fast. So you can get into the discipline cycle to where it's like, okay, I ain't bought a car in 3 years. Look, I'm out of that cycle. I got it out me because it's in me. We want it. Nigga, you want the Hellcat, you want it. Go get that. This is what you hustling for. This is what you working for. Get the things that you desire, but just be disciplined in that manner when you do it. Allocate the funds right.
Yeah, don't say I want the Hellcat, then now I want to go get the goddamn Ghost. Yep. Now I want the Cullinan. You know what I'm saying? You can't, don't keep upping it.
Yeah, so you got it, but you got to do it. So in that light though, is that once they become disciplined with their money, when credit come into play, then it's up. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Then it go to the next level. Then you scale and continuously grow. But we got to look at the opportunities that come to us. Credit is there. The banks is there. I'm teaching that. That's there. I got you on that. But what I can't do is teach our community what to do. How to be disciplined and how to think. So now my biggest thing, if you see I be talking business, it's like I want y'all to think. Like I asked you, I said, bro, when you was on the road, who will get the money for the thing? For the money when y'all get booked and stuff? What you said?
Road manager.
The road manager go get the money. Mm-hmm. But niggas went with you, and your homeboys that went with you, what they do?
Shit, gonna do something, put up some posters, check the spot out, make sure everything cool. Goddamn, roll the blunts up.
Where they at now?
Shit, they at home now, doing back to their regular
schedule.
Yep.
Break it down, right? If you on the road, this is when we start breaking down what we got to talk as a culture. I understand business and positioning. If we on the road manager, cool, you getting paid, but you a road manager, you ain't my nigga. So I'm gonna set a business up. Let's set a booking company up, right? Touring company, whatever. You my booking agent now, but I own 50% of it because you running off my hype. While I'm buzzing and I'm on fire, you run off my hype. Cool. Guess what? Now I'm gonna give you 5%. So if I got 50,000, I'm giving you 5. Cool. Make them give you 5 too. That's 10,000. But we set an LLC up in this company. This under your holding company. You got a company with him, just a JV. Me and you own it. He own 50%. You own 50%. That business just made 50,000. He got 5,000. Cool. Here go yours. It pay out to you. You got it made 55. 10 go to him. 45 go to you. But now y'all both got a business that's generating a few $100,000 a month or a few $100,000 a year. That business generating a few $100,000 a year. When you get money and you on the road, you could buy your mama a house, but your niggas can't because they ain't got proof of income. Or you looking out for them in cash. Well, now he got a business, but guess what? Every city y'all go into, he's connected to him. So, okay, Parlay here. But now, shit, me and Parlay got a relationship with 500. Me and Parlay got a relationship with this person. Hey, do you want to book so-and-so? I know they free and we already fuck with them, or we finna be together. I probably can get them for a little bit cheaper. You want to book my guy? Cool. Now we done made an extra 10, 15,000 because somebody who was probably gonna come with us is now getting a bag, but he getting paid. Your business getting paid too. Cool. You pay taxes on it, but now guess what? When I stop buzzing, nigga, you still the nigga that they can go to, and you got relationships in every city. Relationships is worth more than money. Now you like, oh shit, that's one person, but what about everybody else? Okay, another one of you niggas. Whatever city we go to, we set up people don't realize this shit. You could get iPhones and set up an iCloud account, and everybody got an iPhone to one iCloud account. If we go to Miami, whoever the DJ is, whenever we build now, whenever we tap into that city, the promoters and everything that's going on, tap in with them. So when we come in this motherfucker, I need you to go talk to the DJs. I need you to have every DJ phone number. That DJ phone number, save it under Miami. Boom, 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 it's saved. You, whoever the promoters is, the club owners is, Go figure out and build the relationship with them. Let's build the relationship out because we can start our own touring company when I'm coming. So anytime we go somewhere, any city we go to, drivers, security, Miami, boom, 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 all in one iCloud. Everybody got a job. When we go in this motherfucker, we seeing who we need on our team and relationships with. You niggas go do that all in the iCloud. One phone. We got one phone, so you ain't got to give me your phone number, but you're going to program it in the phone.
Yeah, so you got it already, so everybody contact is going to read this.
Every time we hit a city. So when you go to one city, somebody book you, you like, well, shit, so-and-so might have a bag for us. Go get it. You got 50%. Go every extra bag you go get, we got 50%. So it ain't just coming around me for no reason. But we got to have that mindset and educate our people to be like, hey, iCloud. They're like, I ain't giving niggas my phone number. Set one account up. Everybody on the team got a phone. You get contacts. When we get in here, get contacts. Everybody figure it out. Who the other people's entourages that's out with us, connect. Build it up to where we got all the contacts in one phone for every city and everybody who moving and shaking in that city.
That make a lot of sense. And to what you're saying is to piggyback off for a lot of people who watch. If you out here and you moving around, y'all niggas got to stop being so scared to network. Stop being so scared to approach a nigga and be like, hey, my dog, what you do? What you got going on? Learn how to talk. Learn how to communicate with somebody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I'm gonna say a lot of times, especially me growing up, a lot of times I used to go places. We go deep, it's a lot of people, a lot of network. I don't talk to nobody. I used to do that a lot. Till I started understanding how important networking was. Then the term, your network is your net worth. It started making a lot of sense to me. Yep. Like, you know what? And it's the same philosophy. It's the streets, and that's why I always make the same parallel. That's why I always describe them the same ways, because if you're in the streets, you trying to get more customers. So if your man coming there with a man, you gonna be like, bro, what you want? Let me get your line too. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. If you go to somebody and you with your man buying 10 bags or something, you gonna be like, he got for what? Hey bro, let me get your line too. Yep. But when it comes to the business side of it, when these niggas now they rapping now they don't want to be like, hey bro, let me goddamn get in the studio with you. But if that nigga had some dope or some on some Perkins, nigga, you would have been the first nigga like, hey bro, goddamn, hey boy, fuck with me, bro, you goddamn woo the woo. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, and then niggas walk into the public where the money at. You walk into the institutions and shit where the money at, where everybody at. Listen, if you going into the VIP section, everybody in that motherfucker in the VIPs that's moving in there buying tables is having money. You niggas act like everybody a motherfucking predator and niggas don't speak. Bro, I see niggas move and I be looking, I see niggas whole entourage be looking like they the fucking rapper. Newsflash, nigga, everybody care about him. Nobody give a fuck about you. Guess what? Since they don't give a fuck about you, you get to go and introduce yourself as his mans, and they feel more welcome and warm and fuck with y'all and be like, yo, bro, we probably could do something and do this. Y'all get all the opportunities and can sift through what's what.
That's the secret. Me coming up as a youngin in the streets, that was always my secret. I never attack the nigga who I was trying to fuck. I always attack his niggas. Yep. I always attack his niggas. And I might be cool with 5 of his niggas, and I still never had a conversation. Because I know all his niggas gonna be like, that nigga Parlay, bro, hey, that nigga Parlay, I'm telling you, hey, before that nigga Parlay, bro, that nigga Parlay. So by the time we do, it's easy now. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Niggas always want to attack, man, I ain't trying to talk to them nigga, hey, man, them nigga. Hey, them niggas gonna be the way that you get in because he fuck with these niggas. Boom. You see what I'm saying?
But the niggas now, when it come to us now, niggas that get around somebody that's popping, these niggas act like divas. Niggas act like, bro, you might be running with $1 million nigga, you worth 10,000, my boy. You worth a soft 100.
Yep, a soft 100.
So if you worth a soft 100 and you missing opportunities because you feel like you're on top of the world, not realizing that niggas like Steve Stout was not rappers, they was middlemen who plugged things in and was approachable people and would go to corporations and go and figure out how to go and bring the money back. Figure out how to bring the money back to your camp. You become more valuable. Now, it's not just for why he popping. Y'all become business partners for the long haul. We got to play forever. Man, I ain't trying to play. LeBron gonna only play basketball for so long. But now they didn't set up so many different things. When he stopped, it's forever.
Forever.
Everybody know Jordan is the prime example. His shoes gonna sell forever. So we gotta have that mindset. It's like, yo, how we set this up forever? Even though going into, and you said it like, knowing contacts, building contacts. When do we put our people in place and be like, okay, one of our homeboys, everybody ain't gonna be the smartest, be technical. One nigga on your team gotta understand technology. And everybody got it, but somebody gotta understand technology. Why you don't gotta go high level? Niggas be like, what's that? Nigga, internet is free today. Ain't no reason to be ignorant. Not with niggas like me online talking shit. And you probably, if you watching this right now, nigga, you don't got an excuse now, because I just told you. It's a system called Go High Level. Niggas would be like, yo, I got an album, and go do 1 million goddamn radio shows, and niggas ain't see you all year. Nigga, now when you promoting, or you got a business coming out, or you got a book coming out, or you want to sell your course, you start seeing people promote. But they don't never collect the data where you can actually get CRM systems, and it's because we don't know. But like this, right? You go out and you say, shit, how many radio tours y'all did, and shows, and all over the radio, and every interview and thing you did. Imagine if you was telling people, yo, man, to connect with me, just text this number, boom, 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 or email this. And every time they text it, you can put it in a database where now you save it to your own. And you go, shit, we got 3 million people on here. That's easy for the streams and shit that you do. You said, shit, I got 3 million people. That would be easy. Yeah. So you say, okay, when I got a song coming out, I don't want you to just have to search or me post it on Instagram, because if I post or try to sell something on Instagram, I'm restricted by the algorithm. I'm gonna do my thing on there, but I'm restricted by the algorithm. It might bless me, it might hurt me. But I know on Go High Level, I could send a voicemail to your phone and be like, hey, this Parlay, the In Partments episode coming out with Him500. We talking about building your business, getting your credit right, and getting some fucking money. If you don't want to get no money, don't watch this one. But if my hustling niggas that's trying to get some money, this one of the episodes you gotta go watch. But it's sent to your phone as a voicemail. And I can text you. And I can email you. Then I'm hitting you 3-4 times. If you a street nigga and you got a t-shirt brand, imagine you only sitting on one corner holding your t-shirt up. Meanwhile, it's a nigga with a billboard above your head. Goddamn, and then it's somebody else who run the radio ads, and you wonder why they outselling you. They're touching more people because they understand the systems. But this is where we got to get into in our community. Like, yo, any industry that we get into, we got to understand how to get in front of people, how to communicate our product. Bro, look, brands, look at this shit. Like, this is from our community. Like Rap Smacks from our community. Now it's like, yo, we seen somebody develop and grow.
Facts.
You've seen it. So it's like, yo, but we don't adjust to it. When we see people moving, saying, okay, how do we adapt this? What's the systems that need to be put in place? Only one person got to understand it. It's 1 million courses out there. Find one. Just figure out the systems that you need. It changed your whole business when you could sell at a drop of a dime. I had 300,000 people on email. I had 180,000 on text on one community, another 40,000 on another one, 26,000 on my broadcast on Instagram, blast message too. If I want to tell somebody something, I'm telling them.
Fuck you talking about. But I'm gonna tell you the problem. I'm gonna tell you I like devil advocate. Tell you what the problem is with this. Niggas like passion. Most of niggas doing what they doing have no passion for doing it. They just want to do it because that's what they feel like they want to do.
Break that down.
Okay, so half of niggas rap because this nigga over here rapping, and he ain't even about that life. But he's selling 1 million records. I finna rap now because I'm really about that shit. So now I get to rapping. Now I get hot. I'm hot as a motherfucker. But get what? I make the radio shows. Parlay, goddamn, how you feel about it? Get new shit. You finna drop, man. You got with 500. That shit hard, dog. He went hard on that motherfucker. Yeah, man. Well, shit, goddamn, you know, where you from? I'm from the west side of Atlanta. How your hood was? Shit was tough. Now you ain't building no relationship with nobody because you don't have no passion for that shit. Your homeboys is out with you. They just watch this. Now they want to go, they finna try this shit. Get somebody say yeah one time. Oh boy, we got to fit. Oh yeah, we just bust 5,000. I just made, okay, yeah, okay, just make me a little song. Then they get 10 no's. Now they done, man. I ain't fucking with that shit, man. Lack passion.
Bro, that's identity where we start to look at like who we are as a human. Like as men, I tell people like one, they got into it wrong because they was copying what somebody else was doing. But at the end of the day, if you ever got an opportunity and you see something, like a lot of us as young black men, I'm telling y'all out there, it's like you got an opportunity or whatever it is, you only gonna like it for a little bit of time. But you better figure out how to get the money out the shit. I love doing what I do. It don't feel the same as it did. Don't feel the same when I first started. The excitement ain't the same. So that's why I change up and do different things, but I stay in my same lane of impact. But this is something that I like doing. So you got to identify what it is that you like doing, that you're not going to mind doing at first, that you will be able to run it. Because eventually it's just going to become a hamster wheel where you do the same thing.
It's going to become an endless job.
But that's where we got to identify in our community. Like we got to start being individuals and being able to self-reflect and self-analyze who we are, things that we doing and why we doing it on a daily. Because I'd be like, yo, I ain't got no passion for it. But I know people that got gifts and they be like, yo, man, you dope at rap. And be like, you know, man, but it is what it is, man. I do it when I want to. Like, I look at shit like, nigga, I'm trying to eat. Anything I'm trying to eat. I'm in it for the money. And we don't have that conversation enough either. Like, realistically, niggas do things because they want to get some money.
Let me ask you this. Where do you think that mind state came from? Because it's not in everybody. And it has to build from somewhere. It has to come from somewhere. 9 times out of 10, subconsciously, you've been getting taught this shit your whole life. And then you end up applying it. What do you think? Where do it come from with you?
With me?
So I know you say you started real estate age 18 years old. Like
parents. So more is caught than is taught. Mm-hmm. And
hold on, say it a little slower. But the motherfuckers didn't hear that shit.
More is caught than is taught.
Talk to them.
So, you know, my mom, I can break my dad down easier, so quicker. My dad, my rich dad, so dope. But, you know, he was one of the, he was a good person in the family that didn't mind, showing love. He was a good person. Everybody in the community talk about him. He had radio shows, different things like that, and was supportive of the family. And that's what he stood on, was family principles and family morals. Even, you know, my whole side over there, my auntie on that side, make sure, you know, when my dad went to prison, she made sure I was okay. She made sure still we did family. She would always get the family together. We do family vacations. She had a ranch. We go to her house. But that was my family dynamic. But they would tell me the stories and principles that he stood on when it came to family, but he was a hustler. So when you hear, yo, I remember your older cousins, I'll walk in, man, your dad had money stacked on the table like this all the way across, and they go to jail for moving over 150 keys across state line. You start looking like, shit, niggas really playing with it. Got all the rappers coming to the city, got a radio show, got a record store.
God damn, that nigga want bullshit, boy.
So you hear that. Yeah, your dad used to have the Benzes, all that. So it's planted. You can't take
Hold on. Mm-hmm. You just saying this shit like that shit, it's simple. That shit is not as simple as you say. I understand, but you saying that shit is I'm sitting here listening, and I'm just he's like, yeah, my dad is 150 across state line, just 100. Hold on, god damn. So basically, you already been in that mind state and been around making money, doing something to generate something.
Nah, because you gotta understand, my dad left when I was 7.
Okay.
So I got to see the house, and my mom wasn't together, but he was one it's down there a gift and a curse. Cause my dad come out the streets and niggas said he used to tell my mom always say man, your dad be I'm gonna have some ugly ass sons, they gonna have a whole bunch of money. And he here's what it is. So that was his mindset. My brother had a gun, a 380, at 10 years old, with no clipping shit in it. He a nigga. So that's the life we would have lived. I remember we go somewhere, ain't nobody there. anytime we out together, anywhere we at eating, movie theaters, restaurant, nobody there. It's only us. I couldn't tell you a time we was in public around other people. That's how we move. It was down there like, if we went into to go shopping for toys, we at late night, right before it closed, as it's closing, we ain't here. So things that I could look back on and reflect on now, I get it.
That's some bullshit.
But my
Nigga,
mom,
I can't remember. You saying this shit like it's simple.
Bro.
Nigga, I can't remember a time when I went to eat, wasn't nobody in there. That's a movie. Hold on, dog. That shit is their department. Niggas ain't hearing shit like this in the department, man.
Yo, bro.
All my homies in this motherfucker who is sitting at home right here watching this motherfucker right now, writing all this shit down. They don't smoke the 3-5. They trying to figure out how they finna get that 3-5 back. You know what I'm saying? They sitting and then you saying this shit like this shit. They want to hear that shit. Dude,
Bro.
what? I go out, nigga, ain't nobody. Nigga. I don't even know nobody. This is my first time even hearing a story like this. This shit you see on the cartel movies.
Bro, this real life, like, nigga, 30 years later, nigga, come home. My dad come home next month. He been gone since 96. He come home next month. But I hear these stories, these little things I remember, so I can't say like it was my life. You know what happened when once you go, it go. Mm-hmm. It's gone. But I watched my mom work. I watched my mom go buy houses. So that introduced me, like I seen her go get her degree. So watch her study, work a job, still go to college at night, get her degree, watch her graduate, go get her master's. I watched my mama go to work on a bus, come home in an Escalade, like off a real estate deal, learning how to wrap. She wrapped the Escalade into the mortgage. And so I'm like 14. I'm learning from experiences that I'm seeing my mom do. That was the hustle. That was like,
That
nah.
you.
And then she would take me places and put me in rooms. You see what I'm saying? Like she would take me to go to, network marketing companies and these motivational conferences and shit like that. So I got to see it. So as for niggas that's sitting there watching it, niggas be like, man, I want to live a better life. I want to do these things. But like, yo, you got to put yourself in sometimes these uncomfortable environments. Sometimes you got to take it. You got to just do what you do. Fuck it, I'm just going to go. Cool, nigga, you smoke weed, you do that, nigga. Everybody do. It's of our culture. Don't think that these rooms are not okay for you. That's why, like, me and you having this conversation, niggas be like, man, y'all niggas live a life, but they ain't like us. Nigga, we just like you, nigga. Like, I grew up, I was born in a motherfucking homeless shelter, nigga. I was homeless when I was born. So it was like, this is what it is. Like, my mom and dad wasn't together. We came on this side, was fucked up. As we grow up, shit get better. But I look at it and I tell niggas like, yo, we come out of the same environment. Nigga, it ain't one uncle I got that ain't been to prison, ain't been shot. It ain't one of my friends that I grew up with that ain't either shot a nigga or then got shot. And every single one of my niggas been to prison. I made different choices coming up because I had to change. But I started looking at shit differently. I was trying to look at a bigger picture, but I also was influenced by, like, now I'm trying to be a boss. I wasn't influenced by the crackheads. I wasn't influenced by the gangsters. Like, you niggas ain't got no money. Fuck, I want to be like you niggas for. You niggas ain't got no money. You niggas ain't having it. Well, I want to be like a nigga who got an old-ass car riding around trying to be like, you got to hide the money. Nah, nigga, you can't hide it because the one nigga in the hood that got it, we know what nigga got it.
You gonna see it. You gonna see it.
Man, we know, bro, and the niggas in my hood that had it, candy-painted cars, Louis Vuitton ties, bro, they fuck with me. Now, they come and learn and embrace me back. So it's like, nigga, you don't realize.
Now you get back to the hood.
Bro, got to. But niggas don't realize that the people I glorify looking up to that was the hood superstars did what they did because they didn't know nothing else.
Exactly.
It wasn't like, nigga, they wanted to do it. Some a lot of niggas watching this that's in the hood and you trapping and you doing it. It's like, yo, nigga, we don't got another option. But that's why I tell them, like, nah, you do. You don't realize that the same effort that you put, switch it a little bit. Imagine I got spicy on one podcast. I said some shit and told niggas to do so. And watch what I tell hood niggas on podcasts. But I told niggas though, you literally can build your credit up and leverage somebody else's money to go flip it and take the opportunity. You niggas ain't been having credit anyways. Fuck do it matter to you? But when you go learn something, what happens is, and why I challenge people to go learn, I always hang a carrot in front of them. When you start learning, you start growing.
For sure.
You start getting other environments.
For sure.
Your algorithm on your Instagram gonna change. You motherfuckers start watching my videos. you're going to start seeing other people teaching shit, and you start figuring it out. You're like, I'll start my own clothing brand. But then you figure out it ain't just starting a clothing brand. Nigga, we want to show you how you blow this motherfucker up and get $1 million on a clothing brand. Fuck just selling one t-shirt. Nigga, how I go get $1 million? How I capture leads? How I run ads to where everybody wearing my shit? How I start learning, yo, Parlay, let me come give you a stack. Let me give you 500 to wear my shit on your show.
Guys, that's what I need. I need to learn how to run ads.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Bro, on running ads, like, shit, talking to you or niggas in the apartment? I talk to you?
But all of we the same niggas.
Yo, listen, running ads for your business, right? We don't realize that it's not just running ads. You run ads to retarget people. So you got to get exposure to other people. So let's say like this. We look at it and say, you going to be like, yo, I want people to get familiar with in apartments, you got a hoodie, right? So when you go on, or you just do the podcast shit. Say you go on the road and you like, yo, I'm going to go do a podcast in other cities. We got to look at content distribution. We always try to do it off our platforms, and a lot of niggas ain't got no platform. You ain't got no followers, none of that shit. But I go to Detroit. When I go to Detroit, it's Detroit food pages, it's Detroit hair pages, it's Detroit gossip. In every city, it's an ATL Scoop type of page, a hungry homegirl who's going to be breaking down what restaurants is popping. You see them. Everybody follow them. Bro, you can post and advertise in that city for $50, $100. Now, guess what? You get in front of other people's audiences. As those people come to your page, you can go on Facebook, Google it, YouTube it, go to Facebook, get a pixel where it can target anybody that come through your page. It'll track them. Now, when you run ads, they're already familiar with you. So now you're running advertisement to people who see you. You said it earlier. Sometimes people got to hear it 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times when you see that commercial. But you want to get familiar with people for as cheap as possible. So now you on ATL Scoop. Imagine on ATL Scoop or Hungry Homegirl, and they go do a review on your clothes, or they doing videos wearing your clothes. People look and they tag you. They go to your page being nosy. Cool. You may not come and buy the first time, but I know because of this pixel, you came through here. So now I can spend money retargeting people who came to my page. And once
I know you already interested.
Boom. And now when I run an ad to you, when you get on my website, I'm putting up name, phone number, email address before I show you anything. Give me your name, phone number, email address, unlock exclusive gear, or, here, buy one, get one free. Unlock this code, I'm gonna give you a free t-shirt with any purchase. When you put your name, phone number, email address, now I can communicate to you name, phone number, email address. Whether you buy or not, I got a new lead and somebody now, you in that database where I say I can send a nigga a voice note. My dog, I don't know if you seen the new sweater I'm dropping with so-and-so. If you seen this shit, send them a picture. I don't know if you seen it, check it out. Shit fire. I seen you came to the page and didn't buy nothing, but you probably won't come fuck with this. You literally can target them and tell them, yo, I seen you didn't buy nothing. Listen, I'm gonna give you 50% off, man. Just go into that code Parlay, and cause I fuck with you.
So that shit, listen, so tell you what he's saying, y'all.
Facebook Pixel tracks people. Go High Level is a system on the back end that you can run your website on, and that will allow you to send out text messages, emails, and everything to people who click on your website and put their information in. Then we'll go through so you can retarget. Now I'll break that down to it.
So listen, do what he's saying. Do what you gotta do. Nigga come to your trap spot. He don't shop. But you seen he like that little pat right there, but it might not have been strong enough for him. So get what you do next time. You go get the stronger shit. And then when you see him, be like, hey, bro, I know you ain't like that lad pack here. What you think about that right here? And you give him that new pack. Well, I fuck that right here. Now you know what type of shit he like. Then you're going to have some nigga going to be like, you ain't got that little cheaper. So now what you doing is, now you got 2, 3, 4 different flavor for a nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you what you did is you really giving niggas algorithm game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's something that people really don't understand. And in oversight, what he's saying is learn how to control your own algorithm. Learn how to find your target audience. Learn your age group. Learn what area they from, what region they from, what states they from, what city they from, and learn how to market towards those. So now when you go to Instagram and you pay for your advertisement and it asks you who you want to target and where you want to target to and how long you want to target to them, now you know where to go to. You know what? They fucking with me in Mississippi. I'm gonna drop 100 in Mississippi, but I'm gonna drop 10 in Jacksonville because they fucking with me a little bit. You see what I'm saying? They ain't fucking with me in New York. Well, I ain't really no money, really me spending no money in New York till somebody in New York start showing some peak interest. Oh, they New York just dropped 10 up. Okay, let me put a little 20 up here in New York. Learn how to control your own algorithm. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the key to making the money with your product, to be able to establish your credit, to now you don't need the money no more because you got credit. Now all the money that you make, you just save that, invest that, and then you just keep a little bit and keep paying credit. And when you keep paying credit, guess what they gonna do? Hey, I'm tell you like this. Hey, front your little bag. Boom, get rid of the bag. You come back, boom, get what he gonna do? Here you go ahead and get 3 on right there. Boom, go ahead and get 5 on. You know what I'm saying? That what the credit do. The more you pay that credit off, the more they say, oh, you said pay the 50. Oh, we're gonna get your 100, nigga. Oh shit, okay, cool. And then even if you don't spend the 100, you can just spend 20. They're gonna be like, damn, why you ain't spend? They wanna know, hey, you know, they're gonna know the 150 just because we fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? Spend some of this shit. Then you spend it, and you spend 100,000, and you give them 50,000 back, and they're gonna give you 100,000 more. But like you said, you gotta have some paper to even start this shit, because if you can't pay them back off the get-go, they can't front you. They can't front your bag if you got them buying a zip. You gotta have bag money to get fronted the bag. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's saying. So get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Find your product, find your audience, attack that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go on the internet, goddamn, whatever you're doing, find out what you're doing. You want to do clothes, find out, they're going to tell you, go to Alibaba, go to this. I done seen a million videos too. The game is out there. You know what I'm saying? So this is the back game to really find out how to get your product rolling. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this right here. I want to do this too. You graduated from out there. What made you end up coming to Atlanta?
Came out here for homecoming and went to a hit squad party.
That's how you got here. Come to a hit squad party. Just that example. Over with.
2008. I came out here, bro. I'm from Northern California. You go to the party, park around the corner. Go in there, listen to the music. It's gonna be a little bit of dancing, but you wait for the fight to start and make sure you running away from the motherfucking gunshots. Don't be by the nigga that's gonna get hit. Stay out, watch where you stand, know who's who, watch it, wait for it. Bro, I came out here. We stayed at Clark. We walked to a bus. Get on a bus. It's everybody there. Boom. I'm like, damn. Whole bus full of us. We go to the party. Bone Crusher in there. I'm like, nigga, it's a rapper, nigga. This ain't wasn't no promoter, nothing. It's a mansion party. I swear to God, I'm looking like the floor gonna fall. It's so many people in this goddamn house. Bro, I'm like, I'm standing, I'm not, no cap. I stood by the door watching the party, my nigga. I couldn't even enjoy it. I watched the party because I'm like, nigga, when this shit happened, I don't want to be in that melee, nigga. It's way too many people here. So I'm standing by the door waiting to run. Like, tripping, I'm out. Nothing happened. I said, all right, breaking it up, here, let's go to the bus. I walking out looking. Maybe they gonna fight on the out. When everybody come out, niggas gonna get it in. Nobody got it in. I said, damn, get on the bus, ride back. So we laugh and have a little bit of time, get more comfortable now. Man, we get all the way back to Clark, everybody dispersed, go back. And I'm sitting here like, ain't nothing happen. I said, nah, this different. I ain't never seen this many of us be able to be together. And I said, okay. So we out, we was here for the weekend. I remember we rode through downtown and stuff, and we went to Lennox, and all these cars is parked in front of Lennox. And it's all black people. Bentleys and Bentley Coupes was popping at that time.
They were going there, dude. They would pull out the Ferrari trucks then. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, the Lamborghini, not the Ferrari truck, the Lamborghini trucks was just coming out then too.
Bruh. Nah, this 2008. Lambo trucks wasn't even around. The Bentley Coupe was popping. Beamer Benz and Bentley was out.
Oh, 2008.
Bro, I'm looking, I'm like, all these black people moving. I said, nah, I gotta move here. It was different, bro. Like, bro, I come from a place where Mexicans was the strongest race in my city. Like this was they was predominantly the strongest. They control everything: the music, the beat shops, the rim shops, the car lots. Everything was like ran by Mexicans. Foods, restaurants. They was like even the biggest niggas with the money and selling dope. The Mexicans was the ones to look up to. And I'm like, nah, nigga, this ain't it. I come to Atlanta, I'm like, yeah, this it. It's different. Cause now it's my culture. Ain't like, you know, I'm from the West Coast, so you know, I fuck with Mexicans and family grew up with them. But when I went somewhere else, I was like, wait, we got our own shit where it's us that's popping? And we seeing all the rappers, everything. I said, nah, this it. Moved here 2009.
Said, fuck that shit. I'm coming back.
The real estate market had crashed. It was over. I'm like, yo, well, pack it up. Moved to Atlanta. Been up.
Nah, that's all right, man. That's a dope ass story, man. Mm-hmm. What you do? You been what other places other big cities you like that you been to? Black cities.
Bro. We always get the Atlanta versus Houston shit, so I really don't want to shout Houston now. I'm gonna tell y'all,
Houston is the closest thing to Atlanta to me.
It is, but they grilled me because I said, you know, we had a battle. There was like Houston, Atlanta. I'm like Atlanta. Houston always be like, so now all my partners and shit, they all troll me about it. So I ain't. Yeah. And the people that follow me and shit, they gonna cook me because I fuck with Houston though because it's different. I ain't gonna hold you, but it just ain't Atlanta. But it's giving Atlanta pressure right now. Oh, like sure. It's I ain't gonna hold you when I go do my event in Houston. Like I'm like I don't wanna have to renege on my battle when I said it, but shit get neck and neck. So Houston,
I know I like Houston for sure.
Nah, Houston definitely is one of the strong cities, but DC is sleeper. DC one of the cities that I really enjoy. Like that whole little area is a vibe. Charlotte, all right, it's a little. It's just I don't go as often to really get all the way in tune. I fuck with Charlotte too. So Charlotte, DC, Houston, dope cities that's moving.
Do you still fuck the real estate really heavy?
Nah, real estate ain't never been my thing. I always been in the business. I got real estate, I got properties and stuff like that, but my stuff is like based off of like me, like my homes, my properties, like, but it wasn't, I never was like the real estate teaching and helping people get in real estate. It was more so like, yo, how we get money? Like understanding credit, understanding how to leverage credit and grow our businesses to make money and just think strategically because we just be missing strategy, bro. Like, and they don't tell us. Yeah. Like that's the biggest part. They don't tell us. So that's my big thing now is like giving people strategy on like even how I broke down for your people. Like, if you got in music, when you go to cities, like that iCloud move is a hack because niggas don't know how to share contacts. Because what happened is a nigga go to the DJ, get the DJ number, keep it for himself. Or then if he ain't around no more, we ain't got it. Imagine everybody sharing one contact list when we go to a city, we got everything we need to make money. For sure. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's dope. Man, give some everybody watching, give us some inspirational word before we get out of here. Give them something they can, you know what I'm saying, they can digest. Because I know we don't say it a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I know it's going to be hard to really remember everything we were saying. So just give them something they can digest.
Man, you want to get out the apartment, figure out how to run it up, figure out how to get money, understanding the systems to make money nowadays. If you could out communicate and talk to more people than your competition, you gonna win. So when I look at it, is that I look at like, yo, how can I, one, building my following and building my awareness. So you got to run awareness campaigns. You don't want to look at it like I'm just trying to make a sale. Sometimes you got to run awareness campaigns. So when I told y'all go into other cities, like he said, you could look at your analytics and see what cities is fucking with you. If they fucking with you in Chicago, if they fucking with you in Texas and Houston, and they fucking with you and look at your top 3 cities, what happens is that then those are the cities that you want to kind of target and run advertisement to. But it's not just paid advertisement. You may just go to that city and run on those pages that they got popping, like the little food pages, the local gossip pages. They'll let you run ads for a couple $100. If that, now you run an advertisement in that city that people are already familiar with, they already fucking with you, you'll convert higher. But now the important part is that you can get that But if your lazy ass skip out on setting your website up to where you collect the data, if you don't get the data, that's where the money is at. You will become 10 times richer if you utilize and put emphasis on collecting data. The nigga who got the most data, meaning the most contacts, because you can use those contacts to generate other people who may want to purchase. I can go and pull my data, see the people in Houston that's buying from me that that came to your website, and now you can say these are 10 things they got in common. Most of the people who follow me, they got these 10 things in common. I can create a lookalike audience and run ads at them too now, and they got a much more highly chance of buying my product because they like the same things that these people like, and they probably didn't seen each other wearing our shirts, listening to the same music, being on the same pages on Instagram. They see it, so they're kind of most likely they'll be familiar with you if you didn't been in that city dropping shit on them pages and targeting them with ads, and it help you convert at a much higher rate. Once you got that data, that's where all the money at. That's why a lot of these big corporations come in and buy data. They don't want to come in. They'll give us millions of dollars. It ain't for us and for what we do. It's the data that comes from our community. And once they can get into the data, they can repurpose it and make money off of it 10 ways. But starting off though, the key block is content distribution, understanding how to keep the data, collect the data, and get some money.
You already know, man. Listen, it's free. Tell them where they can follow you, dog.
At Him500 on all social media platforms. Him500, Him500. Except TikTok is Him.500 until I go figure out how to get that other page back.
Nah, for real. Man, appreciate you stopping by, dog.
Most definitely, I appreciate you.
Now we're going to do this again. I got a lot more other shit we want to talk about. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to give them too much. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, it's an honor to just come have a conversation because it's a lot of information out there, a lot of resources where they could tap in. But once you get exposed to something in the way that we got to think and operate, you can't turn it back. So now it's on us. No, it's on them. They didn't tuned in, tapped in. So we just got to continuously growing and working.
Man, appreciate your time, man. Y'all already know this your boy Parlay live from the Partment. And we're in the Partment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partment.